Hi guys, welcome to Teachfloor. Today we're going to look at how the instructor review activity works and how to set up this extremely interesting activity on Teachfloor, which is used by many of our organizations with the goal of truly guiding students to improve, making feedback useful and trackable, and saving time when correcting assignments. The first thing I'm going to do is open a course that I've already created, click on Curriculum, and then create a module that we can call Instructor Review. Inside the module, we need to add the activities. You can add these types of activities individually, for example, submission, instructor review, feedback reflection, and as you can see, there are many others. Or we've created templates where these activities are already interconnected. So by simply clicking on Instructor Review Sequence, the system will add the 3 activities to the curriculum bar. Each activity is interconnected with the others as a source. As you can see in this case, the feedback reflection has instructor review as its source. The submission is the first activity where the student has to complete an assignment or a task. This activity is based on questions that the instructor can set within the submission. You can add more than one question, and for each question, you can set the type of format that students will need to use to answer the question. It can be a text response, or students can upload files, for example, a video, a PDF, or even multiple files. As for the instructor review activity, in addition to optionally adding a description, a cover image, resources, so files attached to the activity itself, and other options, the most important feature is definitely the ability to customize the feedback rubric. So, this means customizing how the instructor or the instructors within our organization will provide feedback to the students. This way, you can structure the review using different types of tools. For example, you can allow the instructor to respond with an open question, so an open-ended answer, or perhaps a type of numerical evaluation, such as a rating from 1 to 10, or a type of textual evaluation, which is even more immediate and direct as feedback, or simply by using yes or no as a response. This flexibility in response types can help tailor the feedback process to different situations and learning needs. In this way, you can create an extremely structured rubric. In this case, we can add some information to this rubric. For example, we can replace this text here with something specific for the open question. For the numeric rating, we can create a scale from 1 to 5. We can add a text scale and customize the responses. For example, in this way, we have our customized rubric. The last interesting thing about the instructor review is this option: the ability to allow assistants, if we have any in our organization associated with Teachfloor, to review student submissions. In this case, if this option is enabled, the assistant will only be able to review the student submissions assigned to them. Excuse me. Finally, the feedback reflection. This is the last step where the student, once they have received feedback from the instructor, can review the feedback and reflect on it. This activity is extremely interesting because what happens? Many students read the feedback and then forget about it. With feedback reflection, you help students truly internalize the comments, understand what to improve instead of just stopping at nothing, and get used to taking initiative for their own improvement. It's not just a simple formality, but an extremely educational step. Here too, at this point, you can create a rubric. In this case, we'll leave these 2 default questions. Now let's take a look at the student side, the student experience. In this case, I'm inside the student interface using Jason's account. Jason is a student in our organization who will click on the demo course, where we've set up the instructor review activity. And Jason can then go ahead and submit his assignment, in this case a text submission. Let's just enter some sample text, a fake text. Going back to the instructor side, the instructor will be able to see the submission made by Jason and evaluate it. The instructor's review of the student's submission will generate both a qualitative and a quantitative score. Once he receives the feedback, Jason will be able to view it and comment on the feedback given by the instructor. For example, he can write something like this, and he can also rate how helpful the instructor's feedback was to him. Of course, as the instructor, I'll definitely be able to see the feedback that Jason left on my review, just as expected.